Hi everyone, No DMAA here coming at you with another episode of Trigger Happy Havoc Danganronpa. So we're gonna pick up where we left off. So we lost 2 students last episode. For those who don't know, go watch it now before I spoil it for you. Go ahead, I'll give you 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so Sayaka and Junko are dead. They've died. And now we are trying to figure out who killed them before who killed Sayaka. Because we know who killed Junko. She broke the rule, so she was executed. But Sayaka, we don't know who murdered her. So we're gonna find out right now. We're gonna dive right back in. Yeah, the dead body's here, so that's depressing. Let me talk to the students. Says Junko died. Let's rest in peace, Junko. I gently placed my hand on Junko's lifeless body. I touched her wrist to check for a pulse like they do in movies and stuff, but she really is dead. There wasn't anything else to say. She was gone. I don't know why you even bothered to check after those injuries and losing that much blood. Frankly, I'd be shocked if she did survive something like that. Huh? Hold on. Hold on. Just wait a second. She's dead? Then that means everything that's happened so far is real? It's not a joke or whatever? It's really real? Oh no, someone save me. Let me get out of here. Somebody help me.
What's your problem?
You're just accepting that now?
Hey.
Before we start searching for Sayaka's killer, we need to decide what to do about securing the crime scene. What do you mean? You're thinking of putting someone on guard duty so nobody can disturb the area, aren't you? After all, if the culprit decides to destroy the evidence, we're pretty much screwed.
Hey.
In that case, I don't mind doing it, Urameshi. I don't like having to think anyway. I'll let you guys figure out who killed that chick. Okay, then we can let Mondo look after the scene. Well, no, we can't just leave him there alone.
What?
What? Why the hell not, Urameshi?
Stop talking.
Isn't it obvious? If you were the culprit, what's the first thing you would do? By volunteering for guard duty, you're in position to destroy all the evidence you want. Fuck you, Urameshi.
So then.
Fine, then I'll stay there on guard duty as well. That way there's no problem. 2-player co-op base with the 2 of them with their stats, they're totally OP. Since we won't be able to help investigate, well, we're putting our faith in the rest of you.
But
I'm still pretty freaked out, but I'll try.
oh.
So you finally noticed.
What the crap?
Huh? Notice what? I was looking through the Monokuma file we received, and I noticed something very obvious and very unusual. What are you talking about? Go ahead, take a look. Notice anything interesting about where Sayaka died? She died in Makado's dorm. She's right. Then could it be? All at once, everyone's gaze turned to me. Hold on a second, you've got it all wrong. For just one night, I traded rooms with her. I did it because she was afraid. You expect us to believe that? Just tell us the truth. The look in everyone's eyes had done a complete 180 from just a few minutes earlier. The feeling, suspicion, and fear had returned. In other words, you think I did it?
So then.
Are we all done talking? We need to begin our investigation soon. At this point, we should split up. We need to get to the bottom of this and find out who killed Sayaka. We'll have to collect clues to form a foundation, to construct an argument, to come to a final decision. If we get this wrong,
So.
well, do I really have to say any more?
Actually.
I'd rather not. No, you didn't.
Goodbye.
Everyone pray for good luck. With that, Kyoko hurried out of the gym.
Goodbye.
I'll be going too, Geek Squad. Just like that, he was gone before we realized that.
Yo.
Oh yeah, I'm on guard duty, huh? I better head to the scene of the crime and guard it, Urameshi. Oh, that's right.
Hey, damn it.
Let me just say this right now, Urameshi. If whatever son of a bitch did this is right here, and they're thinking of destroying that evidence,
fucking
they
dead.
better not find me them. I'll skip the trial and carve their goddamn skull in myself, Urameshi. I'm serious, I will fuck them up. Letting his deadly words hang in the air, he and Sakura ran off.
So.
But I mean, we're not detectives or anything, you know, and we're gonna investigate a murder? How do we even do something like that?
Anyway.
We really don't have to do anything in particular. We already know who killed Sayaka. What are you implying?
This is.
It was
very
you.
Suspicious.
I loved her. What do you mean? I'm telling you, it wasn't me. I loved her. I really did. Don't come any closer. Are you gonna kill me next?
So.
Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt to give it a shot. It's not for sure the Mikado's guilty yet. That's right, we might as well at least check it out. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't help investigate. Wait, why not? I'm not good with blood. All it takes is one glimpse and I black out.
Oh yeah?
Well, whatever. I don't think anyone was expecting much from you anyway. Alright, I guess I better get going. Wait, don't go yet. You have to go. You have to hear me out. It was pointless. Everyone had already left. And their parting looks at me had been filled with suspicion. Does everyone really think I'm the killer? How did it turn out like this? Seriously, they've got it all wrong. Why do they have to suspect me? I have to do something. Otherwise, everyone will.
Execution is execution. Execution! Electric chair. Bzz, bzz, poison gas. Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane.
I can't let that happen. I can't let things turn out the way Monokuma wants. All I have to do is find out who really did it. Or who really killed Sayaka. Investigate. I guess I should look through the Monokuma file we got before. The victim was Sayaka Manzan. No, the time of death is estimated around 1:30 a.m. The body was discovered in Mikado's room in the dormitory. All evidence suggests that the death took place in the bathroom. The cause of death was a stab wound to the abdomen. There was also an injury to her right wrist. Specifically, the wrist appears to have suffered a fracture. We have no choice but to push forward. We want to find out what happened. Somehow, I have to find out the truth, so that we can all survive. And for Sayaka, I have to find out how she was killed. Monokuma file number 1 has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook. No way, I seriously don't want to die here. I'm begging you, God, Buddha, Mother God of Earth, King Neptune, help me. I don't care who it is, just get me out of here. Hiro doesn't seem prepared to do any kind of investigating right now. Aren't you going to help investigate, Hiro? But I can't leave Junko here. I feel sorry for her. I have to stay with her. I gently placed my hand on Junko's lifeless body. I touched her wrist for check or a pulse like in the movies. Yep, she was gone. Damn, why is this happening? Yeah, let's get out of here. First of all, I should head to the scene of the crime, my room. We won't make any progress while investigating there. So I head to my room where Sayaka's corpse still remained. I better examine the state of my room a little closer. It might reveal something new.
By the way,
You know, I realized something while I was on guard duty. The killer could have destroyed some evidence, right? Before anyone found the body, I mean? There's a trash room here in the dorms, right? They could have tossed some stuff in there. Yeah, that's definitely possible.
you son of a bitch!
That dirty bastard Urameshi!
Shit.
Anyone who raises their hand to a woman is scum that deserves death. That's what my brother taught me.
You're fucking
So if I
dead.
ever find the son of a bitch that did this, I'm gonna pound this goddamn fast in Urameshi. But if it was a girl that did it, Urameshi,
Yo,
they'll get all sorted out when the time comes. Sakura, do you think I'm guilty too?
Hey,
I try not to make assumptions like that. I simply don't know whether or not you did this. What decision the rest of you come up with, I will follow your lead. I see. Hey, Kyoko. I quietly called her name while she was investigating the area, but
What are you doing?
Isn't it obvious?
No, not really.
I'm searching.
Searching?
she was down on her knees, carefully inspecting every inch of my room.
Did you lose a contact or something?
I don't know what she's doing exactly, but she seems to be concentrating pretty hard on it. I should look around here first. I can check the other spots later. There are gouges in the bed, like someone attacked it. What the hell happened here? This is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. Does this mean it was used in the attack somehow? And plus, it's been taken out of the sheath. I didn't actually look at the blade itself till now. I should be surprised it's coating gold too. On top of that, some of the gold coating has come off the parts of the blade and the handle. Yeah, the handle especially is missing a lot of its coating. I remember the coating sticks to you even if you just touch a little. Nice! Replica sword has been added to the truth bullets. That's evidence. There's a key on the ground that has my name on it, so this must be my room key. If I remember correctly. Ah, that's right, we'll have to trade keys. When we switched rooms, we switched keys too. So Sayaka would have the key here in my room the entire time. Wait, if that's true then, how did the killer get into the room in the first place? Did Sayaka have forgotten to lock the door? No, that seems impossible. The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching? After saying that, there's no way she would have forgotten to lock it or open it for any reason. Well, maybe she dropped the key somewhere and someone else grabbed it or something. And that's not possible either. Sayaka was in here when we switched rooms. And with that, with how scared she was, she wouldn't have gone around. She wouldn't have gone walking around, so she couldn't have dropped it. How did the killer... Switching rooms has been added. This is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. This means it was using attack somehow. Plus the sword's been taken out, so it's just a sheath, but... Huh? There's some scratches on the sheath. They must have been made with something sharp. How did the sheath get scratched up in the first place? Even if someone used the sword during the struggle, it doesn't make sense for the sheath to be damaged. And if you're gonna attack someone with a sword, the first thing you do is unsheath it. A heavy sheath like this will only get in the way. It could just slide off in the middle of the fight. Why are there scratches on the sheath? At the sheath. Nope. I didn't even talk to her.
Hey.
The toolkit is still inside the drawer. I don't see any evidence it's been used at all. Which makes sense, I guess. I mean, it's mine. I haven't had any reason to open it. I can't even imagine a situation where I need a cool toolkit like this.
Yo.
Yeah, seriously, Urameshi. Oh, Mondo.
What?
We ain't exactly in the mood to
What?
be building fucking furniture, right? So you haven't used yours either, then?
What?
Not just me, Urameshi.
What?
No one's busted theirs out yet, as far as I know. Actually, we were talking about it yesterday.
By the way.
None of the guys have opened their toolkit yet. Because, like, why the hell would we, Urameshi? Toolkit has been added to the truth bullets. A surveillance camera, mastermind, I don't know. I should look around here first. I can check the other spots later. There are scratches and gouges on the walls and bed. Is that evidence of a struggle? Looks like there must have been some kind of fight in my room. Damn it, I was right here in the other room if only I'd heard something.
Wait.
That would not have been possible. Huh? Don't you remember? All of our rooms are completely soundproof. So something could have happened in the room right next to you and there's no way you could know.
Well.
Perhaps this was another of Monokumo's strategies, creating an ideal setting for murder. Evidence of a struggle. There are scratches and gouges on walls and bed, evidence of a struggle. Some kind of fight in my room.
Well.
Huh? Looking at the lint roller, looks like there's way less than there was before. Did Sayaka see how dirty my room was? Decided to clean it a little bit? The notepad is still here, but I don't think it's relevant right now. It's a display stand the sword was on.
Well.
This is one of the monitors Monokuma appears on. Right now it's just showing the school press. Hey, Kyoko.
What are you doing?
Isn't it obvious?
No.
I'm
Searching? Did you lose?
Listen.
Are you a clean freak? What? No, I don't think so, but what? Nodding, she glanced around my room one more time.
I see.
Interesting. What's interesting?
Hey,
Because I suspected there's something unusual in the room. Unusual? What do you mean?
so...
I searched your floor from one corner to another. I didn't find one single strand of hair. Really?
Indeed.
Not one hair from the victim, and not one hair from you, even though you've been living in here. You know, now that you mention it, I noticed something while I was looking around before. It looked like the lint roller in my room had been used, but I never touched it. Could someone have used it?
I see.
Very interesting. Your room didn't have a single hair in it, and someone used your lint roller without your knowledge? In other words, someone other than you came in and scrubbed your room clean. Was it Sayaka, or the killer?
Well,
That's the question, isn't it? Room cleansiness. Dextered up. The bathroom. You know, on the other side of the store? Why are you showing me? Gross. No, I can't let it get to me. I can't afford to freeze up now. Forcing myself to push my panic down, I stepped into the bathroom. She's still in there. Looking at her made painfully clear it wasn't a dream or an illusion. She had lost everything that made her her. Sayaka. All at once, I was overcome with dizziness, nausea, the urge to burst into tears. But I can't hesitate now. Why? Why did Sayaka have to die? I have to uncover the truth. I have to find out what happened. I wanted to give up. I wanted to collapse, but that thought held me up and supported me. Oh my god. Yeah, I have to. Oh yeah, why would they do this to me? Yeah. I told myself I couldn't face what I saw, but now was no time to think it like that. I pulled out the Monokuma file to verify what it said about her body. Some sort of sharp object has been thrust into her stomach. That must have been the killing blow. But whatever they used to kill her, where'd they get it? That's definitely something I should look into later. Also, according to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's right wrist is broken. Her wrist does look swollen and bloody, that's for sure. There's something sort of glittery there on her wrist, too. Right there, where her wrist is all swollen, there's something glittery. It's the gold. Definitely concerns me. Another thing that concerns me is... well, there's some blood on her left index finger, but that's it. The palms of both her hands are totally spotless, so how come only her left finger? Nice. Gross. The stab wound in her stomach is what killed her, so when she broke her wrist, that must have happened early on. I mean, how would her wrist get broken after she had already been killed? So it's very possible she broke her wrist during the struggle. The killer attacked Sayaka in the main room, which is when her wrist got broken. After that, the killer cornered her in the bathroom, where they inflicted the deadly wound. She probably wrote something. Is there a message somewhere? I looked past Sayaka to the wall behind her. There I saw... what? Written in blood were the numbers 11037. Did Sayaka do this? Yeah, let's get out of here.
It would seem.
It looks like you found it, right, Makoto? The bloody numbers, that's most likely Sayaka's dying message. I've never seen something written in blood before. It really was her final message. It's as if she wrote it with life itself.
Right.
Do you often talk like a aspiring poet? But the numbers she wrote, what do they mean? 11037. I have no idea what that could possibly mean.
So.
The way she wrote the numbers makes me think she wanted to use her body to block them. She wrote them in that location while she was sitting the way we found her. I mean, she must have wrote them by turning only her hand toward the wall. If you were to write something in that position, do you think what the result would be? The result?
Well.
Think about it. You're not going to tell me?
Makoto.
You need to uncover the mystery of this case yourself. Otherwise, the case will end and you'll remain unconvinced. I have no idea what you're trying to say, but it's obvious you're not going to tell me. Dying message. It sounds like Kyoko knows what Sayaka's dying message means. Honestly, I have no idea. Oh, I know who I should talk to. When it comes to numbers, who better ask than the ultimate programmer?
Makoto.
There's one other thing I wanted to ask you about. Do you know how the door to your bathroom got broken? Broken? Oh, you mean how it gets stuck?
What?
Gets stuck. Yeah, I guess I'm the only one, but the door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. When I first tried to use it, I thought it was just locked. Once you learn the trick, it opens no problem. Bathroom door frame has been added to the truth bullets.
Correct.
So the door doesn't quite fit the frame, huh? But actually, I'm referring to the broken doorknob. Huh? The doorknob?
That's right.
You didn't notice? Well, just try closing the bathroom door. I'm sure you'll see right away what I'm talking about. I did what Kyoko said and closed and shut the bathroom door. Huh? The door knob. What the heck? The doorknob's practically about to fall off. Why is it like this?
It would seem.
Someone must have used a screwdriver or something similar to unscrew it. Whatever it was, it's obvious this was intentional. What? It was intentional? Why would someone want to do that?
So.
I guess maybe they're trying to get the door unlocked and end up breaking the whole thing. But my bathroom door doesn't have a lock on it. Only the girls' bathrooms can lock, right? She stood there for a while, lost in thought. Then apparently struck with a sudden realization, she shot a question at me.
Just a second.
I have just one more question for you. You mentioned earlier that your bathroom door would get stuck, right? Did you tell anyone else about that? Oh, well I did tell Sayaka about last night when we switched rooms. What you're saying is only you and Sayaka knew about it. Interesting. She had the slightest hint of a smirk on her face. I got the sense that she was really starting to get into all this.
I see.
And that clears that up. What clears what up? I'm so lost.
Goodbye.
So see you later. As if forgetting I was ever even there, she suddenly turned and left the room. Bathroom door has been added. I still don't really understand any of this, but I've already given my room a good look over. Maybe I should look around somewhere else. Start looking into where the murder weapon might have come from, and also look into the DVD Sayaka got. With Sayaka dead, I have no choice but to see for myself what was in that video. On top of that, I'm sure there are some other areas worth checking out too. Maybe I should see what everyone else thinks, if they'll even talk to me, that is. Nope, let's get out of here. This is Sayaka's room, right? But the nameplate has my name on it. It's Sayaka's room, right? But the nameplate has my name on it. Strange.
Seems like...
Something doesn't seem right. The Monokuma file said Sayaka was killed in your room. I just can't stop thinking about it. Could it be the nameplate? Very strange. Mr. Nayagi, what was Miss Manzano doing in your room? Let me just say this. I absolutely will not allow you to dispose of any evidence in the trash room. Do you really think I'm guilty? There's public bathrooms out here, but there's also... Yeah, okay. To the dining hall. Hina, are you investigating the dining hall? Oh no, I'm just taking a break. Actually, I've been taking a break since we started. This is all first for me, you know? I don't have the first clue what I should be doing. I know what you mean. And I don't know why, but being in the dining hall helps me keep calm. So I know I shouldn't, but I've just been kind of hanging around here. To tell the truth, I've been doing the same thing last night when Sayaka was killed.
Listen to me!
Do you have a second, Mikado? I've uncovered something most unusual. The door to everyone's dorm has a nameplate on it to show whose room is it, right?
You hear me?
Well, it just so happens. Wait, no. You might be the killer yourself. I can't tell you anything.
Got it!
Forget everything I just said. Forget it. Sorry, just a little joke. Even I do jokes sometimes. Alright. Let's go watch her video. There's nothing inside. DVD player. Nice. Oh, do you have any clues or anything? What kind of clues? Let me just agree we do not know who the culprit is and leave it at that. Whatever secrets I may have, I don't intend on revealing anything until the class trial. Okay then, do you have any suggestions for where I should start looking?
Well,
Ugh, so annoying. Must you fumble around fishing blindly for clues? I suppose it wouldn't hurt to give you a little hint. The scene of the crime, naturally, but I think the trash room is also worth looking into. The trash room? It is the perfect place to destroy evidence. However, there's one little problem, which is...
as for
that
me,
place is filthy. I'd rather die than set foot in there. I am trusting all of you to conduct a thorough investigation on my behalf. That's... okay. Trash room, I guess. I think I was just there, though. But I didn't look anywhere, so maybe... Yeah, I didn't actually look. There's a sturdy gate here, no way to get past. Hiya!
Appears!
It's the end of the line! The trash room, this is where all the trash in the school eventually winds up. How did you get this gate open?
No, you can't go any further!
Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in. Cleaning duty?
No, you can't go any further!
Who's on cleaning duty?
No, you can't go any further!
This is stupid, it'd be faster to just go around and ask the others.
No, you can't go any further!
The trash duty has been added to the truth bullets. The music's pretty good for this game too. It's pretty chill. Who haven't I talked to yet? I talked to this guy. Talked to her already. And talked to Blackboard belongs to us now. Choco, can you tell me anything about cleaning duty?
Huh?
Cleaning duty?
What's your problem?
Like I know anything about that. Like, Taka's the one who cares about stupid organizational stuff like that. Cleaning duty, eh? As a matter of fact, Monokuma came and talked to me yesterday morning. Really?
Listen
He
to me.
probably realized I was basically in charge, so he decided to talk to me directly. The topic of conversation was assigning cleaning duty. So you're on cleaning duty now?
That's wrong.
Actually, no. Huh? Okay, then who is? Hifumi was also there when we had this conversation. He volunteered right away, so I let him have it. So he's on cleaning duty then.
Count on it.
Indeed! But we'll swap out on a weekly basis. I'm sure you'll be up before too long. And when that time comes, I'll be counting on you. Okay, Hifumi now. Byakuya, can you tell me anything about cleaning duty? No.
Such.
You're like a
ignorance.
child lost in the woods, you know that? A total waste of space. What do you mean? Taka's the only one who has any interest in organizing things like that. Oh, good point. I'm looking for rovers on cleaning duty. Cleaning duty? As a matter of fact, that's me. What do you ask? Just so happens Monokuma talked to me yesterday morning and asked me to take care of it. Without someone on cleaning duty, the school would be flooded with trash in no time. So I formally applied for the position. I was gonna start this morning, but after what happened, I hadn't a chance to get started. And since you're on cleaning duty, you can open the gate in the front of the trash room? Of course! It's my job to gather all the garbage and toss it in the trash room. And to do that, they gave me the key for the trash room gate. But we're supposed to rotate once a week, so eventually you'll be in charge.
Very strange.
Wait, hold on. You need a key to get into the trash room, and only the person on cleaning duty has access to the key? What's the point of going to all that trouble? Why not just leave the trash room open all the time so we can throw all things out whenever we want? That does seem more convenient.
So, in other words,
Actually. Anyone who kills a fellow student and becomes black and will graduate unless they are discovered.
so that's it.
That must be why. If anyone could get in and out of the trash room whenever they wanted, then destroying evidence would be easy. The thrill would disappear and things would become boring. Boring?
Hey, listen.
Anyway, more important than that.
Hey, you
Hey,
bastard.
fatty. Why'd you want the clean duty gig anyway?
Oh.
I just decided to volunteer for something I knew no one else would want to do. What's the big deal?
You.
Liar! I know why you did it.
Is it?
You want to dig through all the girls' trash looking for, and poking around at it.
There's no way
What
to
are you
think
talking
about this
about?
in a
Off
common
my
sense
love.
kind of way.
All my love is for 2D.
You know what I mean.
But there's all kinds of trash diggers like that. Maybe you'll get tired of 2D and then turn to... I would never get tired of 2D! After spending a significant amount of time comparing 2D and 3D, I voluntarily chose 2D. The only thing good 3D is good for is a shower of love and affection on 2D. Oh, and PVC figures.
Give me a break.
How are you totally not embarrassed to say stuff like that? If you're so worried about Hifumi's questionable morality, there's a very easy solution. Whenever a guy has cleaning duties, Sakura can accompany them from picking up trash to disposing it of third-rate duels with a fourth-rate deck. What? I don't have a fourth-rate deck.
What?
If you're as innocent as you claim, where's the harm in the fourth-rate deck? That's not how it's supposed to... Anyway, another topic, Hifumi, since you were on cleaning duty, I have a favor to ask you. What? So now you suddenly want me to join the party? Sorry, but you haven't triggered that flag yet. I mean, you haven't helped me recover from a past trauma or save a village or beat a boss. No, nothing like that. I was just hoping to get into the trash room and look around. Oh, okay. So easy. So Hifumi and I head down to the trash room. You'd like me to open the gate, wouldn't you? You know, when I look at it, it makes me think. They said he killed his wife. He learned how to get out on the inside, but he never stopped dreaming. Get busy living or get busy dying, he said. Him and Rita, they found themselves a way out. Whatever, please just hurry up. Okie dokie, leave it to me. Hifumi pulled the key out of his pocket and used it to flip the switch next to the gate. Then,
Mr. Naegi.
However, Mr. Miyagi,
Got it,
surely you
got
aren't planning on using the trash room to destroy evidence, are you? You fiend! You planned this all along. No. I just want to see if the actual killer tried to destroy evidence or not. But the actual killer is you, isn't it? You want me to see if you left anything behind. Wait, maybe a parallel world. Whatever, he just hurt. Let's just hurry up and get looking. This is the incinerator. It's way back in the part of the trash room. It's a good thing 30 feet from here to the gate. And it's on the right. It's on right now. Do you see the green and yellow buttons next to the mouth of the incinerator?
Yes,
That's
indeed.
a pretty simple setup. You can press green to get it going and the yellow button to turn it off. Sooner or later, you'll be on cleaning duty, so make sure you learn this before you leave. Okay. What? Someone turned the incinerator on. Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here.
Was it a
Perhaps it was the
fairy?
work of a fairy. Hifumi, do you realize what you just said? Huh? The fairy? No, you just said that last time you were here, the incinerator was off. Yes, about that. It can be a mistake. If I've got one thing going for me, it's my memory.
I feel as if...
Yesterday, as soon as the point I came down to check the place out, it definitely wasn't on then. I haven't been back to the trash room since then. And since I'm the only one who has a key to open the gate,
Most
it should be impossible for the incinerator to be on, and yet... So that means someone was able to switch the incinerator while opening the gate. How is that possible? Incinerator. Shit. There's something on the floor. It looks like a piece, a burnt piece of something with blood. A burnt piece, huh? Like a hunk of burning love. Has blood on it, dude. It looks like a piece of cloth in the shape. It's a part of the sleeve from a buttoned-up shirt. And now that I look at it, there's definitely blood on the cuff, which means this is all that's left of some of the evidence the killer destroyed. But there's a lot of people here with white buttoned-up shirts. This is enough by itself to figure out who killed the killer. There are shards of broken glass scattered around in front of the incinerator. Looks like it used to be some kind of glass ball, just big enough to fit in the palm of my hand.
Is this perhaps?
Do you know what this is? They say if you collect all 7, a dragon will appear and grant you a single wish. A Dragon Ball. And kidding aside, it's the kind of thing you might see on any big city street corner. Gaze into it and it'll show you a glimpse of the future. Just like that Mina girl who was on that quest to find out one guy. Yeah, I get what you're trying to say, but who did this particular ball belong to? There's only one person who could be. They should all be in the gym. I better go find out for sure. To the gym! This whole thing is quite strange indeed. When I was here last, the incinerator was off and those glass shards and burnt clothes weren't. What does it all mean, Mr. Miyagi? Will you be confessing soon? Why me? Everyone right knows you did it. All the mysteries are being solved one by one. Sounds like he's living out one of his comic book fantasies. To the gym! Hey Hero, can I ask you something? No, I gotta get out of here, gotta get out now, I've had enough, gotta break free. Hero, snap out of it! Huh? Mikado, what are you doing here, huh? Hey, does this look familiar? That's my crystal ball! But it's all smashed, what the hell?
What the heck?
I only brought it because the guy said it was blessed, he said it was unbreakable. So how did it break? Was it actually just made of glass and not crystal? That guy totally duped me. He said it belonged to the pillars of history. Genghis Khan, George Washington, Napoleon. He said whoever collected that crystal ball controlled the world. Was that seriously all BS? Let's put that aside for now. So you can say without a doubt this belonged to you. Yeah, that's mine for sure. I probably forgot in the laundry room last night. Someone must have come by and snatched it. You left it in the laundry room? That means someone could have found it and taken it. Shattered glass ball. Thanks, Hero. That's all I want to know. Sure. By the way, I'm almost afraid to ask, but how much did you pay for that thing? Everything I saved up from fortune telling for 2 full years came out to be like $1 million. $1 million? That's pretty cheap, actually. I mean, considering it gives you the power to control the world. That's just too stupid. I can't even feel bad for him. Go here. Laundry room. It's a washing machine. There's a swimsuit hanging out to dry. Nothing to do with what's going on. That vending machine's still there. Still doesn't have any way of helping solve this case either. Hey, Hiro, I was hoping I could ask you something.
Huh?
Oh, what is it? Before she died, Sayaka left a message. She wrote the numbers 11037. Do you have any idea what those numbers might mean? Like, could they be a code or something? Sorry, no. Hiro slowly shook her head.
I'm sorry.
I just don't know. Well, okay, well, don't worry about it. Thanks anyway. Even she doesn't know. Or could she maybe know more than she's letting on? No, it couldn't be.
Listen to me!
Do you have a second Mikado? I've uncovered something unusual.
You hear me? Got it! Ha 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 ha!
He didn't say anything new. The vending machine. Huh? This is definitely my room, but the nameplate has Sayaka's name on it. The nameplates of my room and Sayaka's room were switched? Well, that effort I put into switching rooms without anyone knowing was totally pointless. Why would anyone do that? Yeah, her DVD is still in the trash, right? Need to grab that. Watch it. There can only be one thing in the trash can. Yep, there it is. Yep, the DVD with Sayaka's name on it. Sayaka really got upset after seeing what was on that video. I wonder what did she see? It might not be directly related to the case, but it might be worth checking out anyway. I'm sorry, Sayaka. I need to borrow this DVD. It's time to go watch it. Alright, let's go watch it. I should be able to use this to see what's on the DVD. The DVD that Sayaka threw in the garbage. I sat down in front of the screen and put the DVD in the player. I pushed play and the screen was dark for a few seconds, but then... Oh, that's cute. An image slowly appeared. It looked like some kind of concert. And staying on stage, front and center, was a face I recognized all too well. Sayaka. She was there along with the friends she had said had been so important to her. She was positively glowing there in front of the crowd, so full of life. I think that image made it even harder to accept. Except that she was dead. My vision started to blur and darken, and then... that voice I come to despise so much began to flow out of the speakers.
Sayaka Maizono, the ultimate pop sensation, lead singer for a world-famous all-girl pop band. For these girls, the glowing spotlight only made them that much more beautiful. But then...
Suddenly the screen went dark, and in the next moment, I saw something I could hardly believe. What the? Sayaka had disappeared from the stage, which was now in ruins, but what I noticed even more than that was the figures of the other girls, who had all simply collapsed.
This ultra-successful team suddenly fell apart. None of them will ever perform on stage again. None of them will ever feel the warmth of the spotlight. For Sayaka, there's simply nowhere for her to return to. So here's the billion-dollar question. What, oh what, could have caused the group to go to pieces?
Look for the answer after graduation. Without warning, the video cut off. What the hell? That wasn't real, right? They're a super famous pop group. Everyone knows who they are. Is he trying to say he was even able to get to them? If that really did happen, everyone in the outside world must be going crazy. What kind of person would take things this far?
You hear me? Got it! Ha!
Very strange.
So, why was Sayaka in your room when she was killed? Could it be because you are the culprit? No, you got it all wrong. Sayaka and I switched rooms last night. He didn't even try to hide his suspicion on his face. Even if what you say is the absolute truth, you're still responsible for her death, wouldn't you say? Huh? After all, she wouldn't have died if she hadn't switched rooms with you, right? The reason Sayaka was killed is because I suggested we switch rooms? She's dead because of me? Then it should have been me that died? Well, all we can say right now is that it's a possibility. If that's really true, then
Seems like...
something doesn't seem right. Someone on the file said Sayaka was killed in your room. I just can't stop thinking about it. Could it be the nameplate? Sayaka. No, I can't let myself get depressed again. I need to search for clues. Junko's room. Junko isn't here anymore. She's dead.
By the way, you son of a... Shit. Yo.
Not saying anything different.
Hey.
The knife. I realize I have to investigate where the murder weapon came from. There we go. There are all kinds of kitchen knives here, big to small, but looks like one of them is missing. Was it missing from the very beginning, or? I better see if anyone here knows about it. Kitchen knife. Hey, so did you notice that one of the kitchen knives is missing from the dining hall?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, weird, huh? I thought it was kind of strange, a knife just suddenly disappearing like that. Oh, so it wasn't missing from the beginning?
That's right.
Nope, last I remember, they were all lined up in a nice, neat row. So when you noticed one of them had disappeared?
Well...
I went to get some tea from the kitchen last night and all the knives were still there. When I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah. In other words, you were right there in the dining hall when someone came in and took it. And you should be able to say for sure you can tell everyone I didn't come to the dining hall last night. Which proves I didn't take it. Hey, by the way, did you really kill Sayaka? What? Of course not. I would never. Hina, do you really think I murdered her?
I mean...
Well, she was killed in your room, right? So, I mean, you guys were supposed to be friends, right? But you still killed her? On the other hand, two people becoming good friends and one killing the other is a classic drama setup. So when you consider everything together, I honestly have no idea.
I'm getting tired of waiting. What say we just get started, It's time for the long-awaited class trial!
Let's go!
Now then, allow me to appoint a proper location for the proceedings. Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
The red door on the first floor. That's where I should go. No, where I have to go. Here we go.
Yo!
You're late, Mikado. We all have been waiting for you. I bet you were afraid you would be discovered at the murder that you are. Let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Save that for the class trial. There, we can all reveal the details of Mikado's crime. So they really are convinced I did it, but... I didn't do it. Me and Sayaka both know that all too well. But then, who is the killer? The one who murdered Sayaka. Is it really one of them?
Is everyone here? Okay, then. Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom. Where all your fates will be decided. I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
Got it!
Relax, I haven't decided 100% that you're the culprit just yet. Maybe, but you're obviously leaning that way. Well then, the time has finally come. Are you ready? I have no choice but get on this elevator.
Well then.
Let us begin.
Yes.
Good
indeed.
idea.
Hey,
Are you scared? No, scared isn't quite right. I said it before, but it's up to you to uncover the mysteries surrounding the case yourself. If you don't, you'll never come to grips with the truth. I need to uncover the truth of Sayaka's death. I didn't need someone else to tell me to do that. In Sayaka's honor, I swear I'll find out who the real killer is. As I raise my voice to try and give myself courage, I turned, trembling with anticipation, toward the elevator. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. Everyone else was already on the elevator. When I finally stepped on, the doors closed and the elevator started to move. Oh man, here we go. The steel box descended with heavy clunking sounds toward the school's basement. I wonder if this is how a death row inmate feels when its time finally comes. Rather than that, is it more like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment? Oblivious to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school. You finally arrived! What do you think? Doesn't it just feel like a real courtroom? It's like a Hollywood movie set. Not even close, Urameshi. It's total shit.
Well, then.
Okay, everyone. Find your assigned seats and sit down. Hurry up now, hurry up! We did what he said and found our seats. Alright, let's do this. We did what he said and found our seats. Had to use a quick bathroom break. The seats were arranged in a giant circle. It was set up so that everyone could see everyone else, which also meant it would be easy for anyone to transfer their attention on these into anyone else. The air seemed to grow heavier as we sat there. And so, the curtain on our first case opened. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly fate, a deadly class trial. Alright, let's continue on. Pre-prep, open e-handbook. Finish preparations. Class trial. All rise.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course!
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick? What's going on with those pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier. Friendship penetrates?
Okay, but what about that other empty seat? There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people. Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started. First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin!
It's about to begin. The debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about everything. Because this isn't just about me. Everyone's lives are on the line. Your first non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Yeah, sure, absolutely. As things progress during each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, characters will speak after another pause. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried within their statements. What this means is that you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Any relevant truth bullets you found during your investigation will load into the truth cylinder. Use the left stick to aim and then fire with the X button. Pay close attention to each character's statements and use your truth bullets to blast the right ones. Note that if you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so please be careful. If you press during these arguments, you can reveal the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun. Make your argument. Evidence of a struggle.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
Yeah, we know that part already.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
Huh? Something's off about what you said. If Sayaka hadn't resisted at all, there's no explanation for what happened to my room. For this first debate, we'd like to take a quick sidebar. If you're unable to spot and reveal someone's lies or conductions, the argument will repeat. Within a group of statements, some words appear in a different color. Did you happen to notice? That represents a potential hole in a person's statement, a possible weak point. These weak points reveal important, though not always inaccurate, sections of a person's statement. Your truth bullets are only effective against those weak points. So when you see one come up, take aim and fire, but only if you're sure it's actually wrong. Also, you can fast forward an argument by holding down the B button. Well then, good luck and have fun.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
Yeah, we know that part already.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom. So So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
No, that's wrong! Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked. With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom?
She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Sorry.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
It is a real trial. We need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
So the killer used some random knife they had on him.
No, that's wrong!
No, that's wrong.
No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach. And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we've presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
She's right. There's gotta be a breakthrough somewhere just waiting for us to find it. Because I know damn well I'm not the killer. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely. You can concentrate by holding down the R button. While you're concentrating, time will slow down so you can pay closer attention to what everyone's saying. Top of that, will steady your aim, making it easier to target potential weak points. Concentrating like that consumes the focus gauge, and this gauge empties, you can't concentrate, but the focus gauge will recover over time. No need to rush. Well then, good luck and have fun. I always account.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get...
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? You did it in...
No, it's wrong! Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Well, I wanted to get some tea from the kitchen last time. All the knives were still there. When I finished my tea, I went back to the kitchen to wash my glass. One of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall. But I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together, and lying to protect each other?
Idiot swimmer girl?
That's offensive.
Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together, and they just didn't know about the rule?
Ugh, good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case! Oops, did I say that out loud?
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife. So I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife?
Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
No way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that? I can.
Sakura.
That's right! Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Right.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well...
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means we have airtight alibis.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room, so I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome!
But I'm a girl.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true! One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Right.
Well, because they're not here anymore.
Oh, Junko. Someone who's not here? Are you talking about...
Sayaka.
Oh.
She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
Sayaka? Okay, so the person who took the knife was...
I got it! Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
And the person who took the knife was the victim herself.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
What?
See? He did do it after all.
No, you're wrong.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction? You possess a most terrifying talent.
Damn, if I don't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder. Don't they understand? If they convict me, everyone's gonna die.
Hold on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say? Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, You simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Your first Hannigan's Gamble. Would you like to hear more? As evidence further in the class trial, Hangman's Gambit will eventually take place. The point of this is to reveal an important phrase related to the incident in question. You have to deduce the phrase from the letters flying around. The letters are already known. Complete the phrase by shooting down the flying letters in the right order. Use the left stick to aim and then press A to shoot the desired letters. If you shoot down the wrong letters, you'll suffer damage to your influence gauge. If the gauge reaches 0, you run out of time, you fail. When done, then good luck and have fun. Something that should have been at the scene but wasn't, that must be a crucial point. Just figure out what that something is.
Now I understand.
Hair.
That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there. That makes sense, does it not?
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Ha ha ha! Yes, very true, very true.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then, Makoto isn't the culprit?
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
The killer struggled getting into the bathroom, and the evidence that proves it is the object the killer broke.
I got it! Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Okay then. Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Kyoko said it was a bewildering act. I almost didn't notice it at first, but is that the key point here? There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. From here on out, the number of weak points will start going up, but no matter how many weak spots, there's essentially only one live contradiction in that debate. Say is, all weak spots you see are necessarily false. Use a truth bullet on the wrong one. Not only will you fail to refute, but you'll also lower your trust with everyone, and you're important because if your influence gauge reaches 0, you fail. You'll have to rely on your own logic. Well then, good luck and have fun.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room. She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Because Sayaka had locked it.
No, it's wrong. The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with locking bathrooms, right?
Yes. Yes. Now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door. That's not lucky at all.
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
The killer was convinced the bathroom door was locked, so they didn't know that the actual door couldn't be locked. In other words, the important detail about the scene of the crime they didn't know was...
I got it! The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable.
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite possibility.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Okay, then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up! Quit without saving!
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules!
Majority rules? You really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions?
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Oh, you...
You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Maizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place. Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
Because she asked me to do something in particular because how frightened she was. That's the answer right there. There's no way Sayaka could let me in because...
I got it! Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching?
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Ooh.
Huh? What the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
There's something I want to talk to you about. Just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil. And these are the words that appear.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Huh?
Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, I didn't. But
of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
In that note, Sayaka wrote it?
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say? Very well then. Pay attention. Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct? But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room.
No, it's wrong. The nameplates on my and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, If someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Right? Okay, then who did it?
There's only one person who could have switched the nameplates. The only other person who knew we had switched rooms.
I got it! Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
There's something I want to talk to you about, just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates, make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
The reason I know Sayaka's wrist was broken with the fake sword is because when you look at her wrist, there's no doubt.
I got it! All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen, there's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword, right there on her wrist!
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
Alright, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
What happened in my room? What led to Sayaka's death? What's what we need to make clear? There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Not sure. Are you getting used to these non-stop debates? Starting with the next debate, I'll start loading multiple truth bombs into your truth cylinder. But just like with the weak points, only one of those bullets can actually refute the proper statement. In other words, from here on out, you'll have to combine the right truth bullets with the right weak spots to refute each statement. If you come up with the wrong combination, you'll take damage to the influence gauge. You can press L to rotate the cylinder and choose which bullet to fire. Press and hold the cycle. Okay. Good luck and have fun.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword. And that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
That's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
So, she tried to fight back. she grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened. When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword. And that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
No, it's wrong. Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Why not?
Because the sword's sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
I think I get it! So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself. But then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
The part of her body that shows she never used the sword? If you want to use the sword, which part of the body?
I got it! You're talking about her palms, right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
Wow.
No, that's not it at all.
There's no way Sayaka washed the gold coating off her hands because there's a certain regulation that talks about what happens to the bathrooms at nighttime.
I got it! According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower.
Oh my.
You're no different. You smell like a big, fat, ugly donkey.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
Insult, obviously.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
The one who damaged the sheep would have been the one who felt the sword.
I got it! Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own. She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Oh my god, Sayaka.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
My heart is broken.
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
She took advantage of my crush. Just like real life women.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true! Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument. You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it. Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Is it really all over? Obviously, I'm committed to finding out who killed her, but what can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing left.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues.
No, it's wrong! There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Dining, wait, what did you say?
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037. Written in her own blood.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
There's no question that Sayaka wrote that message, I can prove it.
I got it! Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean? 11037?
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What? What?
No, it's just look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1, 1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1, 1, but looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa, you might have finally just said something worth it.
Wait, Leon? That says Leon upside down.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited.
Okay, it's
now.
Leon.
But even if that really is an N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
Damn it, it's no use. I just don't know.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Huh? Rotate it? I think maybe I see something.
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right on to who did it.
So, whose name did she write?
Sayaka's dying message reveals the real killer's name. You turn her message 180 degrees. It should become crystal clear. It's Leon! Where is he?
Here's my answer. The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N. Or more accurately, Leon.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence. It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
No, it's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
The evidence that Leon tried to get rid of. That thing I found on the ground in front of the incinerator.
I got it! You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so.
Leon. The burnt remains of the button-up shirt, which the killer wasn't able to get rid of. There's something about it we need to pay attention to in order to figure out who's responsible.
I got it! If you look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You need the key to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Interesting.
No, that's wrong. There was another way to use the incinerator without being the one on clean duty. That's exactly what proves that Leon's the real killer.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close.
No, that's wrong. Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball,
But how would you use it?
The killer had to use the crystal ball in a certain way, which was...
I got it! The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone threw that through a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Huh? Someone turned the incinerator on? Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy.
Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they'd gotten the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right? The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
That's right. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
It wouldn't have been much of a challenge at all for the killer because... Ultimate baseball star.
Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer! These goddamn shipper-brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
You still won't admit it? Okay then. Makoto, go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear. And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered, and the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
Closing argument is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Every case has one last element to bring the class trial to an end. This is the closing argument. This phase, you'll give a complete summary of the case. You'll have to reproduce the flow of events for the case in the form of a comic book. However, you'll notice that in the comic there are a number of pages missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using the provided truth panels. Also, if you take aim at a missing section and press A, holy cow, you'll get a hint that might lead to a breakthrough. Well then, good luck and have fun.
The killer is you! I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning. Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier. The killer is you! But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist. Here's exactly what happened. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist. And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka. But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there, but the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate. So they came up with a plan to use Hiro's crystal ball, which he left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw. But the killer had the confidence to take a shot. And that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life. Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief.
Leon, I hate you. You killed Sayaka.
But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence.
We got you, Leon.
Isn't that right, Leon? It would appear that Hiro simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, Do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I object! I object! I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories! You need evidence! Where's the evidence? Without evidence, it's all bullshit! It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it!
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
I have the evidence. Your first bullet time battle. Sometimes during a class trial, your opponent simply won't want to hear what you have to say. When this happens, you will engage them in a head-to-head battle. We like to refer to this as the bullet time battle. You want to destroy your opponent's statements in time with rhythm. Match your button presses with each tempo marker as they move across the screen and reach the center. Press the A button to lock on to an opponent's statement. Destroy the statement where you've locked onto it. X. Use this method to deal damage to your opponent. If you can't pull it off, you'll be the one in pain. Do this consecutively and you'll start a combo. Keep this going to initiate a tempo up. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you'll get into a tempo down situation. When that tempo changes, so is the timing for hitting each button, so watch out for that. Final strike. Deal enough damage to your opponent, their weak spot statement will appear. At that point, you can press the X to shoot it down with a truth bullet like any other statement. Refute their statement fast enough, you'll come out victorious. Just like before, if your influence gauge reaches 0, you run out of time, you fail. Well then, good luck and have fun.
When the killer removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it. Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
They used something of their own to remove the screws? Could have been...
I refuse to acknowledge you! You're stupid! Stupid, stupid, stupid! Stupid, 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 stupid!
Actually, show indisputable evidence that Leon's the killer. I need to figure it out. Alright, Leon.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid! You lied! Shut up! You kidding me? Not a chance! You lied! Where's your proof? You kidding me?
Nobody believes me. Nobody wants to hear what I have to say. Uh-oh, have we already come to the end of the debate? Well then, the class trial is officially adjourned. Now it's time to reveal who's the Blacken. Makoto? However, Makoto's not the Blacken. Too bad. Looks like the real killer gets to graduate. Congratulations to them. And everyone else must be now punished.
Is this really the end for all of us? I refuse to give up yet!
Okay, let's see. Sometimes during a class trial, your opponent simply won't want to hear what you have to say. When this happens, you engage them and hit that battle. Bullet time battle. During the bullet time, you destroy your opponent's statements in time with the rhythm. Match your buttons with each tempo marker. Press the A to lock on to an opponent's statement. Destroy the statement you've locked onto with the X as the tempo marker reaches the center. Use this method to destroy damage. If you can't pull it off, you'll be the one in pain.
When the killer removed instead...
I refuse to ignore... Stupid, stupid... You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lied. Shut up. You kidding me? Not a chance. You lied. Here's your proof. You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lied. Where's your proof?
This should prove it.
Got it. I wasn't clicking the X button, that's why.
The screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed. I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
And that must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Huh? And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid. Stupid.
Yeah, he's done.
So, you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
Yay, hey.
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right? Okay, then let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Yeah, it's Leon. He's the guilty one. Uh-oh, looks like you got it right on the money. The Blackened, in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, was none other than Leon Kawada.
Huh? Hey, hold on.
Hold on a second. Leon. Leon, did you really kill Sayaka?
But...
I don't believe it.
You son of a bitch!
Son of a bitch, what the hell is wrong with you, Urameshi?
I didn't have a choice.
It was kill or be killed.
So, that's why...
I killed her first.
None of you are any different!
One wrong step and you'd be the one standing there. It was a complete chance I wound up like this.
I was just...
Unlucky.
That's all. Hey, come on!
You expect me to just accept any death? Everything's become clear. The decision we made was right after all. When I think about that, honestly, I'd be better off if we'd been wrong. Because if what we came up with really is the truth, then the truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me. But even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind. It's all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. If I was her and the video actually had something to do with me, I can't even imagine. Now we're trapped here with no way out. They're probably waiting for me. I can't afford to be stuck in here. The one thing that was more important to her than anything else, her dreams, her friends. To have something like that happen to them and Sayaka. I did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean it, even some things that weren't so pleasant. And that's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. So when she said,
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
she was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know. Because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's that. Boy, howdy, the entertainment industry must be terrifying, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships. She seems so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside she descends to pure madness. What did you say? I understand, really, I do. Yup. You're in utter despair, but thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love. The stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Stop screwing with us. This is all your fault. Sayaka being forced to do something like that? All of it, everything. It's all your fault. Suddenly, in a frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma, but...
That's enough.
As angry as it was, Kyoko lashed onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough I was sure it would leave a bruise.
Calm down.
If you really want to make enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. Damn it! That was a close one. I thought for sure you were going to give me a good walloping. Just barely avoided punishment, you did.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, since you're so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the trial, the blackened Leon Kuwata will receive his punishment.
Punishment? You mean execution? Wait a second!
I didn't have a choice. I had to kill her.
Yeah, that's it.
I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense.
Is that okay?
How exactly was it self-defense? When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own toolkit? After she shut herself in the bathroom, you went all your way to head back to your own room. Then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom, and killed her. Am I wrong?
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing. You chose not to. Is it not because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder?
So, that's why...
Stop it. I've had enough of this.
Oh.
Are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone, were you not? You killed your precious Sayaka. Do you understand? I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either, because the one to blame is him. Huh? If it weren't for you, this would have never happened to Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting the one who put us in this situation, the mastermind.
Unbelievable.
Did you awaken to your sense of justice?
Hey,
Well, it just so happens that there's something more unethical than a wavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetuate war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that's awakened within you? Just shut up! Okay, well, anyway, more importantly, let's hurry up and get to what everyone's been waiting for, the punishment!
I'm begging you, please, don't do this!
Hey.
No more
come
begging.
on now.
No more excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Stop, please!
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
For Leon, the ultimate baseball star.
No!
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
No!
Let's see what happens to him. Oh, snap. Oh, that's messed up. Oh man, he's dead for sure. That's fucked. Well, yeah. Maybe, yeah, that's, yeah, what we saw, that was the true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else could we call it?
Extreme!
My adrenaline is pumping out of control! What's going on? I can't take this anymore. I just can't take it.
Well?
Hey, if you don't like it, all you gotta do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. And that's only if every single one of you can get on board with that.
Damn you!
Man, fuck you. Why the fuck are you doing all this evil shit to us, Urameshi?
What the heck?
Evil? You make it sound like I'm some dark, awful secret society type.
Say what?
Or in this case, a dark, awful secret society type of bear.
Well...
So, why are you putting us through an upstanding young citizen like me through such a grueling ordeal?
Hey,
It seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. That's like trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think it's possible. Hey, I don't think you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together.
Shit.
You piece of shit. I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass into the ground, Urameshi. You must really hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame. Well, of course we can't free the outside world, being trapped in this insane place. You're trapped, aren't you? I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries of the school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it wonderful how we all get to live here forever?
What does this mean?
What are you trying to say?
Hey,
I feel like there's some deeper meaning hidden in here, just like before.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Anyway, let's get to the Blacken's punishment. That's what everyone's waiting for, after all.
hey,
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to? Sorry, I've said everything I've got to say. I need to save some of the fun for later. And just like that, he was gone. He left us there, overwhelmed by nightmare turned reality. Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no, it wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. But it was in that moment.
just a second.
Makoto, can I talk to you for a second? She moved in close and whispered into my ear.
Makoto.
Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. It's about Sayaka, isn't it? I'm surprised you figured it out.
Listen.
I told you before the class trial started, you had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? The thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool becoming such an easy target like that.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That's a fact that you can never change. But even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why. As she lay dying, she was thinking of you. She was thinking of me? You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way to know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure, and we can't ask her now.
However...
Even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you. What?
So...
The fact that she used her last ounce of strength to leave her dying message proves it. She didn't care what happened to you. She never would have left that message. Well, maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who had killed her.
Certainly.
That's certainly one possibility, but I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway...
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone or deceive you, which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
Right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends Sayaka and Leon and keep moving forward.
Correct.
Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation. Move past their deaths? I could never do that. No. I'm going to carry them with me the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go. So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations for you. As she said that, she revealed the smallest smile.
Hey.
By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? Oh, well, I'm psychic.
What?
Kidding. I just have pretty good intuition. That's the end of chapter 1. The end. Yep, there's 12 of us left. Because Sayaka, Junko, and Leon are dead. You received a Desperate Bat present. Alright, thank you all so much for watching that episode. That was a lot. 2.5 hours, basically. But yeah, next time. Chapter 2. And we'll see what happens next. That was a good, first arc. At least a Sayaka arc. Leon was unexpected. I didn't realize he'd be the killer. I mean, I didn't know who would be the killer, but Leon, dang, he got death by 1,000 baseballs. That is pretty dark. But I'll catch you all for the next episode. Chapter 2 will be interesting because I don't know anything that's going to happen next. Oh man, this game is crazy. It's like an interactive movie. So I like it. It's not like fighting or anything like Xenoblade or Final Fantasy, so it's kind of different from the content I normally do. It's more chill. Hurts my voice because I have to do all the voices, but that was nice. It's still fun. But we'll keep going in the next episode with Danganronpa. Alright, No DMAA is logging off.